Hello friends, welcome to ADO.NET tutorial. In this video, we will get introduced to SqlCommand object, and in this sub-series, we will learn SqlCommand and how to use its methods, execute non-query, execute reader, as well as execute scalar. Let's get introduced to SqlCommand and how to use it. SqlCommand object is suitable for fetching data or to perform simple data manipulation. So that's the use of SqlCommand. So once you construct it, you can use this object to retrieve data from the database. Through the SqlCommand object, you can do manipulation like inserting a data or updating some table. So the goal of SqlCommand is achieved by means of SQL string, and that SQL string performs data manipulation or a data fetch. So if you see here, we have the important property on SqlCommand is the command text, and in the command text you can put any SQL command, say for example insert or update, select, whatever command you want to form, you can form it as a string and place that in the command text. Later, using the SqlCommand, you can hit the DB. And in the DB, whatever you specify in the command text will get executed and relevant action will be taken. So here in this to text, whatever you are seeing is a DML statement. So it will affect the database with some changes. So in the SQL connection, you can make a call to create command. Right, so the create command will give you the command object. Then we can set the command text property, which accepts a SQL string. So it can be any SQL statement that you can execute on the underlying database. Some people will construct SqlCommand object by passing the command text as well as SQL connection. So here there is one way. So once you have SQL connection, right, that's one way. From SQL connection, you can retrieve the SQL command and you can set the command text property. Or when you are constructing the SQL command, the time itself, you can pass the command text as one parameter and connection as one more parameter. There are two ways of constructing it. One way is first construct the SQL connection, then retrieve the SQL command using the create command, then set the command text property, or construct the SQL command and send both these information. So when you are constructing, the time itself as part of the constructor, you can pass the connection as well as command text. So that way also you can construct the SqlCommand. The SqlCommand object provides below methods to talk to the SQL Server Database. So once SqlCommand is created, remember the SqlCommand will have the command text that knows what SQL string to execute on the underlying database. And based on this underlying command text content, you can decide which method to execute on the SqlCommand object. So in the SqlCommand object, you can make a call to execute non-query. So executes query which does not return any row. Say for example, update, delete, or even insert. So all this stuff will not return records in the form of rows and columns. So for such cases, you can use execute non-query. Query in the sense it's not querying or fetching data from the database. Execute scalar executes query which returns only one value to the caller. Example, say for example, if you are writing a select count of job ID from jobs, you know that here we are making use of the aggregate function, and this aggregate function will return definitely a single value, right? So if that's the value, if it returns a single discrete value, in that time you can use the execute scalar method. The other method is execute reader. So execute reader executes query which returns rows of data. Note, one cannot modify the returned row. So if you know that you are writing some select statements, say for example, select star from jobs. Select star from job means all the record and all the columns. So we know that it is returning a table of data. So if that's the case, you can make a call to execute reader. So these are all the three important methods. One is execute non-query, execute scalar, and execute reader. All these are methods of SQL command object. And we know how to get the SQL command object. One is construct the SQL command object, and in the constructor you can pass a connection as well as command text, or even you can create the SQL command with a empty constructor. Then using its property, you can set the connection as well as a command text. Or if you have a SQL connection, make a call to create command, then set the command text property. Once that is done, and whenever SQL command is in hand with a proper command text, based on the content of the command text, you can execute or hit the database with one of these three methods. So which method you execute, it depends on what is the content of your command text. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye. In the next video, we will create an example to execute all three methods. Thank you for watching. Bye.